We're branching out into new territory with today's Tree-mendous horror movie. Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka the Horror Geek, and today we're tackling Fabrizio Laurenti's weird eco-chiller, The Crawlers, aka Contamination .7. Released in 1990, this one is really weird. In typical Joe D'Amato fashion, they titled this one literally anything to capture your interest, even if the titles made no real sense. And it's a prime example of how Italian horror cinema was largely on its last legs by the start of the 90s. But there's still something sort of goofy and charming about this cinematic disaster. It's not good, but most of the crap I cover isn't good, and I love it anyway. This one's no exception. But enough about that. Can the Crawlers devour enough bad actors to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Jim Jenkins, Maureen Connolly, and Clayton Clark. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. We fade in on this truck, making a break for a better movie already in progress. Film Mirage? Oh shit, that means one thing. Joe D'Amato trash. Contamination .7? Whoa. I have a lot of questions here. What is the .7 about? Is this a prequel to Luigi Cozzi's Contamination? So, in typical Italian Joe D'Amato fashion, this one has like 700 titles. It's Creepers, it's The Crawlers, it's Contamination .7, it's Troll 3. I'm going with The Crawler since that's how I first saw it back in the day. Oh hey, it's Mary Sellers making her 3rd appearance on the show. We've previously seen her in Stage Fright and Ghost House. Since I did 2 different Stage Fright videos, I guess this is technically her 4th appearance, but who's counting? Jason Saucier? Saucier than what? Wait, Vince O'Neill is in this? I loved him in Motley Crue. What? That's Vince Neil, not Vince O'Neill? Oh, my bad. Eddie Ebby basically looks like a cat jumped on my keyboard. Written by Daniel Steele, who's just Daniele Stropa trying to convince you he's an American. Pop quiz, hotshot. Is Max Slowing an art director, or just a subtitle describing the action of this truck braking? Oh, what the hell? Costumes by Laura Gemser? You let Mary Sellers star in this while Black Emanuelle herself was just doing the costumes? Come on, movie. So, fun fact, Gemser kinda gave up acting to become a costume designer. I have no idea why. And directed by Martin Newland, aka Fabrizio Laurenti, also trying to convince you he's an American. You last saw Martin, aka Fabrizio, when I covered Witchery. Also, parts of this film were directed by an uncredited Joe D'Amato. With the credits over, we head into the movie proper. Next up, the main plot. So everyone get your shit and get off my bus. Clearly this film spared no expense on the crappy stock music. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Do you kids even remember the Grey Poupon commercials? Christ, I'm old.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon?
But of course.
Grey Poupon. It even has wine.
This is me every time I get on some type of public transportation. Just trying to mind my own business, but invariably interrupted by some person who wants to tell me their life story. I will say, my guess is that D'Amato shot this scene because it looks like a 90s adult film setup.
Vaffanculo.
You have a boyfriend? No.
Oh yeah, definitely headed to D'Amato P-Hub territory now. Oh god, are we pulling a U-turn? I might be okay with going back to find a better opening to this film. Alright, last chance to poop until we get to Anchorage. He must be a speed pooper because they're back on the road already, except they forgot Mary Sellers' friend Chatty Cathy. This is very similar to the opening of Phenomena, which was called Creepers. Is that why they called this film Creepers? I have no idea. The bad news is she missed her bus. The good news is that according to this sign, there's a house for rent. Oh, and they've got Strohs. I mean, everything's coming up Millhouse for her. Eventually, the bus arrives somewhere. One time, an establishing shot might have actually been useful. I guess Mary here is a big Kwame fan, judging by the polka dot outfit. Well, I guess I'll just cool my ass here until the next bus shows up. And it looks like Mary has some baggage. Literally. Wait, did I just wander into an episode of Mama's Family? Oh god, we've got a kid in this too. This is gonna hurt. Then, over in another scene, these guys are so bored they're playing cards to pass the time. Back at Mary, aka Josie's place, Mom's getting pervy.
Seen a lot of Matt lately.
Actually, I told him to pitch a 10 on the doorstep.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. I think she meant an actual tent. Back at the other place, they've got a phone call. Why, yes, I'd be happy to give you my credit card number. Somehow, we have 3 different plots happening in this movie, and all of them suck. I mean, look, even the dog is bored. Don't worry, though, because she's totally gonna hitch a ride with a stranger in a minivan. I mean, what could go wrong? Man, the jorts budget on this movie must have been astronomical. Then the lovelorn redneck shows up.
Last time I saw you, you were 16.
Yeah.
We were engaged.
Yeah.
What kind of backwoods Kentucky bullshit is this? Were you cousins too? Well, this has been fun, but I gotta get back to work installing a novelty horn on the General Lee. Oh good, here comes movie 4.
Christ.
Oh yeah, right there with you, pal. And it looks like the cameraman got lost when he wandered off into the woods to take a leak. God, movie 5? Really? Fun fact, this 90s supercomputer is weaker than your iPhone 6. Then this happens.
Excuse me. Dr. Kruger, I need to speak to you.
Dr. Kruger? Would that be Dr. Frederick Kruger? Because I would be a lot more interested in this movie if it was. Oh, hey, the truck from the start of the movie is back. I guess that's exciting. You can almost hear Daniele Stropa telling Laurenti, "Trust me, just keep driving this thing through random scenes. It'll pay off eventually, I swear." Jesus, look at this acting. The hand gestures really sell it. They're mirroring each other. This really is an incredible bad acting showdown.
I don't want there to be any confusion about the duties for which you were hired to work here at the plant.
Please let me finish, Dr. Kruger. These results were alarming. They were shocking.
Hey, that's Gabriele Tinti, aka Mr. Laura Gemser. Get out of my office, and have those TPS reports on my desk by end of day. Oh, take this olive oil with you as a parting gift. How is this not J&B? Oh, the truck is about to pay off. They're dumping trioxin in the woods. And now it's a Willie Nelson song, because our bus lady is on the road again. And it looks like this dude isn't accepting gas or cash for this ride. Hey, that's not a stick shift, mister. Bad touch. Come on, I'm in my last semester at chiropractor college. Let me give you an adjustment. Oh yeah, that truck's a rockin'. She makes a break for it, and am I supposed to believe he doesn't see her? I mean, Ray Charles could have spotted her. And guessing Tarantino shot this footage uncredited. And I do mean footage. At any rate, looks like we're about to get our first kill. Shame I can't see anything. Killed by the editing again. I was confused why this dude was out in the woods with a Geiger counter. And then it clicked. What do you know? Even with a map in 2 hands, I really can't find my own ass. I think the song clearly states that you're supposed to tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Phew, shouldn't have drank all that olive oil. Running right through me. Back at Josie's place, this kid is like, why don't you make like a tree and leave? Oh god, he's got a whole book of leaves. I mean, can you believe it? Whoa, Timmy, hide that one before the cops see it. Over in another movie, young, clean-shaven Colonel Sanders works the sticks at the bar. Then the cops show up. And it's time for another great moment in horror film acting.
The only customers Paul has been taking around back lately are the ones that have been too drunk to see what they're getting into.
That's a line reading more wooden than the killer trees that are supposed to be in this movie. Too bad our scientist can't perform. He's come down with a case of whiskey dick.
Have another drink. Forget about it. Happens to lots of guys.
Dude, the map is not gonna help. I do wonder if he still has to pay since he didn't finish.
Doesn't make any sense.
Look, man, nothing in this movie makes any sense so far. Back at the gas station, something is clearly not right. Shut up, dog. I'm trying to watch Hee Haw in here. Conway Twitty is on tonight. And I guess this is the trees eating the dog? I mean, hell if I know. It's wild to me that Evil Dead did the whole tree scene thing way more effectively on a fraction of the money. Plant establishing shot. According to this flowchart, if I want to rock right now, and I'm internationally known, then yes, I am indeed Rob Bass. Oh yeah, just gonna sit here and play with my wang.
Hell yeah.
No, his wang computer. These guys are clearly as bored with the plot of this movie as I am, so it seems they've traveled out in search of a better one. Let's hope they find it. Turns out Matt's just brought her out here to try and put the moves on her. Even the movie is telling her this is a giant red flag. Oh, sweet. Looks like they're about to do some streaming. And look at this kissing. I've seen kids kiss their sisters with more passion than this. Also, I'm not sold on this making your move in cold water thing. You're gonna wind up with a shrinky dink.
It shrinks?
Like a frightened turtle.
All right, let's get some footage. This shot is tremendous. This is the kind of footage I shoot when I'm walking through the woods and don't realize I accidentally hit the record button on my camera. And jump scare. Now he's gonna give her some sweet talk.
Still as bitchy as you were at 16, huh?
Amazing this dude is still single. Oh, sweet, he brought her out to his body dumping ground. I know this movie is supposed to be about killer trees. I'm rooting for something to happen soon. Tree establishing shot. Anyway, they brought Barney Fife out here to see the body, but if you guessed it was not going to be there, give yourself a screenwriter's credit.
Somebody moved it.
Or maybe it moseyed down to the soda shop for a spot of Coke. Hey, kids? Ah, you kids. You get my goat.
And here's where the body went. They brought it to 3M headquarters. 3M, building a better future through science and marketing. With that settled, Kruger's gonna take our drunk doc down to HR.
The corpse is highly contaminated.
Look, Dr. Taylor, we have programs that can help you with your booze and sex addictions. Also, Dr. Taylor is actor Bubba Reeves. Has there ever been a man who looked more like a Bubba than this? I mean, other than maybe the Love Sponge guy? And we're back to hand acting. Now, get out of my sight. Oh, hey, it's the old codger. He's working at a gas station and burying his dog. He's a country song waiting to happen. And here's another great moment in horror film acting.
The sheriff is an asshole.
Oh, for God's sake, drop it, Matt. Who cares anyway? There's nothing we can do about it. She's dead.
They have about as much range as that DeSoto on a full tank of gas.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, just be yourself. Wait, you're an idiot, so never mind. He keeps mouthing off and gets a heaping helping of pimp hand in response. Oh yeah, slap him again. This time for me. Hey, is that Lawrence from Office Space?
No. No, man.
Oh god, IBS kicking in. Need a bathroom stat. God, even the chase scene in this movie is boring. Great work, guys. Damn it, we lost him even though he was only moving at a slight jog. So long, suckers. Grandpa definitely has the right idea. I'm gonna need booze and or edibles to get through another hour of this thing. Not gonna lie, this guy is the best actor in this film by like a country mile. Hey, focus movie! Oh no, Grandpa's fallen and he can't get up. Should've gotten him a Life Alert bracelet last Christmas. Man, there's gotta be booze out here somewhere. Great, now the chase scene is by car instead of foot. Thrill as these guys rev those 4-cylinder engines to the red zone. We could see speeds in excess of 45 miles per hour. Oh yeah, this is just like Duel, if Duel sucked and had a guy named Bubba starring in it. Hell yeah, we're gonna break 45! Fun fact, unlike Sammy Hagar, Bubba can't drive 55 solely because his car doesn't have enough horsepower. I mean, this shit makes OJ and the Bronco look like Formula One. And out of focus again. And or maybe the movie just needs glasses. Jesus, this chase scene has gone on for so long, it's now night. And back on foot. Guys, time out. I really gotta poop. And here is the root of the problem. Oh shit, apparently they just got Five Below Dennis Farina. And Lawrence. Would you believe that? Oh yeah, he's about to get the Cheryl and Evil Dead treatment. This looks pretty treacherous. Not gonna lie, this is sort of like a live-action LeBlue Girl right now with all the Rudy tentacle shit. Boy, Matt doesn't waste any time. Gets dumped by one and immediately on to the next. This was way more fun than working on the General Lee. Honestly stunned, Laurenti and D'Amato didn't put Marilyn Monroe in the cast credits based on her appearance in this poster.
And vaffanculo.
Then the sheriff gets busted checking out the centerfold in the new guns and ammo. I swear, I only read it for the articles. But don't worry, Bubba's got big news.
There's been a nuclear accident. We're all in danger. We've got to evacuate the town and the whole area quickly.
Back in our other movie, Matt just found a map to One-Eyed Willie's treasure. And then he takes off in a helicopter.
Let's put her down. That's all for today.
Oh, come on. You're clearly already on the ground. The reflection of the clouds in the glass is not moving. Then, for reasons totally unbeknownst to me, young Woody Harrelson shows up. In our A movie, Matt's gonna try to reconcile with Josie.
You know, that was real shitty of you to say those things to me yesterday.
Oh, just wait until he tells you about how he spent last night. You're gonna need to warm up your pimp hand now. And now Woody's here. I bet it's to make an indecent proposal.
I'm looking for Bob Knight.
Bob Knight, former Indiana men's basketball coach? Sorry, he wouldn't touch this script with a chair he hurled from half court. Son, I don't care what kind of deal you're offering. I will not buy your Amway. Now get out. Of course, lunkhead Matt would totally buy Amway. Can I be your downline affiliate, please? Then shit gets pervy.
I don't care what you want, honey. I'm coming.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that. She's tagging along to solve the case. Back at 3M HQ, Gabriele Tinti has news.
Kruger, these plants are carnivorous.
Suddenly, this movie is grainier than granola. Hey, this isn't a real map. It's just the Shoney's Kids menu. Says here we're close to Clean Plate Grove. No, we don't need any lights for this scene. This is fine. Man, they're gonna dig up the old dude like this is an episode of Supernatural.
We're there.
Did they bury him 2 feet under? My dog buries bones in the couch cushions deeper than this. And the grave is empty. I mean, except for these rocks. Anyway, the cops show up and see their little scheme has been uncovered. Jeez, now we can't even get the roots cam in focus. And down goes the deputy. Convenient that it pulled him right into an empty grave. And will save his family a lot in funeral costs. Back at the lockup, Bubba's about to get sprung. Literally. World's smallest slinky. And now Matt and his new BFF get busted by the sheriff. Are you boys out here robbing graves? But they're all saved by these roots. It's like an Alex Haley novel up in here right now. Not gonna lie, this is the best acting from the sheriff in the whole movie. We even finally get some gore here that I probably cannot show. But one of these roots pokes right through his eye. It's pretty good. Our heroes flee, but make a pit stop for some reason. Come on, sis, give me a quarter. I want to ride the horsey. They split up, naturally, and finally something I can get on board with. The roots attack the annoying kid. This really is the dumbest idea for a movie. Like, everyone's supposed to be terrified of some tree roots. Anyway, let's check in with Matt, who's managed to get the car stuck in a puddle. Nice work, doofus. Maybe these roots can help pull him out. Oh, this is totally gonna get me demonetized, isn't it? Don't fall for the old banana in the tailpipe. Hey, why the long face? Oh, right, you're a horse. And now Nana's getting tied up like this is one of those weird Japanese rope bondage videos. So far, these roots are good at killing senior citizens and not much else. Jesus, this feels like a PG-13 live-action version of Legend of the Overfiend right now. Just tentacle roots everywhere. And now they've got another old guy. Matt's dad. But here comes Matt to save the day. I'm rooting for them all to die, personally. Avon calling! This is how I deal with solicitors at the door, too.
Go away or I'll shoot you.
Jesus.
After all that, they eventually regroup. Alright, we're all here. Can we cobble together some kind of half-assed climax now? I'm bored and ready for this to be over. Oh, wait, we still have to pick up Bubba. Plant establishing shot. But before we get to the climax, let's stop and watch the finals of the International Staring Showdown. And we might as well get one more great moment in horror film acting here.
You want me to cooperate?
This guy is a gift. Too bad we won't be seeing more of him because he takes the easy way out to avoid going to jail. Even Bubba's so ready for this thing to be over, he's praying for the credits. Why are we sitting around? Can we please get to the climax? Oh good, here come the yokels. Evil dies tonight! I do not say this lightly, but Daniele Stropa might be the worst screenwriter in history. Get to the chopper! God, I wish I could fly away from this movie. No, really, we're totally flying. No headphones on, Bubba. Headphones magically on, Bubba. Say it with me, kids. Continuity is hard. I love that they didn't even bury the toxic waste. We rented this chopper for a full day, and by God, we're gonna use it. Docker's product placement. Feed me, Seymour. Great, he just fell in toxic waste. This is how you get the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, God!
Yeah, that's my reaction to this movie, too. Oh no, the roots have the chopper. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. The dilithium crystals can't take much more. Time for the Ric Flair gun. Woo! Oh shit, down goes the chopper. And it's totally a toy. So if you're keeping score at home, we're down a scientist and a chopper pilot, but the yokels are here. And I'm sure it's fine, they're just handling drums of toxic waste with no gloves or PPE. I mean, what could go wrong? Oh yeah, these are going to be perfect for our live-action Donkey Kong setup. But the Roots aren't going down without a fight. Even Matt's a little tied up. And they got our working girl. And frankly, I feel like she should have enough experience dealing with multiple appendages like this that she wouldn't actually panic. Things look bleak, but don't worry, because here comes the Deus Ex Machina heavy machinery. Honestly, screw you, movie. This is the laziest ending ever. Hey, we're totally useless. Let's just stand here and watch the ending. Oh, look, it's the reporter dork. Was really hoping we'd go Matteo Fragasso here, like the end of Rats, and he'd just be a giant root, but that was probably asking too much of this movie. Sweet toy bulldozer. This looks like barrels of fun. And order is restored, just in time for Christmas. But I feel a swerve ending coming. Wait for it. Ah, yeah, there it is. Oh, swerve right into a freeze frame. Double win. Everyone drinks. So, what do we learn from crawlers? Hell if I know. I mean, I already knew Fabrizio Laurenti and Daniele Stropa sucked from past experience. This one would have benefited from Joe D'Amato directing the whole thing. He'd have had a lot more fun with the whole Roots-sex correlation and would have almost assuredly given us more gore. But enough about that. Can the crawlers kill enough yokels to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Not a chance. But let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, this one is super light. You get plenty of roots attacking people, but it's never bloody. As such, we're treated to multiple root kills, presumably by crushing or asphyxiation, one rooty cadaver, and the sheriff getting some pretty severe root intrusion in his face. The sheriff bit is good, and had we got more of that in this film, I'd be willing to score it higher. But we didn't, and as such, the Crawlers earns a very disappointing 1 barf bag rating. This is definitely not a sick flick. Looking for a slightly, and I do mean slightly, better Laurenti Stropa Film Mirage movie? Then be sure to check out my review of Witchery. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.